Trump has now left the border area. While he was here, though, he had probably a couple hundred supporters right over here in this area. And let me show you where this is. Kind of interesting where they had this support rally for President Trump. This is just a few hundred yards from the Mexican border. You look right over there, you see that air traffic control tower. That's the Tijuana International Airport on the Mexican side of the border. Now let's go to some of the video of President Trump and his visit down here. As you mentioned, he was down here to look at some of the prototypes of the wall he's been talking about since the campaign, the wall he wants built along the U.S.-Mexico border. There were 8 different prototypes he was looking at. He seemed to suggest as he was talking to people out there visiting the walls that he preferred some of the prototypes where you could actually see through the wall. If you're looking at the video, you can probably tell some of them you can't see through. Others were designed in such a way that people can see onto the other side. Now, while he was down there touring that area, looking at those prototypes, as I mentioned, his supporters were back here a few miles away in this area where we were at. They were hoping that maybe his motorcade would drive by here. It did not. But one of the interesting things that happened, we were expecting possibly some clashes today between protesters and Trump supporters. Well, what we saw was actually a clash between Trump supporters themselves. They were clashing with each other. What happened is some protesters were driving by periodically where they were having this pro-Trump rally. In one case, it appears somebody drove by waving a Mexican flag. One of the pro-Trump people grabbed that flag from the car, then went and tried to burn it. A lot of people were actually cheering him on to go ahead and burn it. However, there were some in the crowd who didn't like it, didn't think it was a good idea, did not think it was sending the right message, and they intervened. Let's take a look at some of that video.
USA! 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 USA!
Those are some of the folks cheering the man on as he was trying to burn that Mexican flag. But as I said, others did not like that. They did not think it sent the right message for what they were trying to put out today. So they intervened. A few women actually intervened physically trying to stop the man. We talked to one of the women who jumped in to try to stop that man from burning the Mexican flag.
I disagree with this, and I tried to stop him in a very polite way. Obviously, I'm not going to have an impact on people like that, but I disagree with that. I think it's wrong. There's no way they should have been burning it and ripping it like that. And they said, well, they don't care about our flag and our country. Well, but you have to still show respect, you know? Teach respect by showing respect.
In the end, those women that intervened were successful. They stopped him from burning the flag. He did rip it up, though, but they stopped him from burning it. But this all looks like it is now winding down. Most of the folks have left. I'd say at the height of things, there are probably a couple hundred people here supporting President Trump. There are also protesters along the route as well.